The United States and its allies faced a difficult problem at the beginning of World War II. Everywhere they needed to attack, whether in Europe or the Pacific, was essentially an enemy-held coastline. They needed to find the best way to get soldiers and their equipment ashore as soon as possible. With this in mind, the Allies focused on developing amphibious vehicles. One of these was the DUKW, or DUK. Hello, this is Russell, and welcome to Anything History. The story of the DUK from its development to use in the battlefield is remarkable, because despite its success in combat, the amphibious vehicle was dismissed by critics, and the government almost canceled the project. So what exactly was the DUK? Well, officially it was the DUKW. The acronym DUKW was actually a General Motors manufacturing code. The D stood for 1942, utility stood for amphibious, K for all-wheel drive capability, and W for twin rear axles. But because of its amphibious qualities, it quickly gained the nickname DUK. The amphibious vehicle was designed to bridge the logistical gap between the sea and land during World War II, a challenge that was critical to Allied success. Its primary purpose was transporting troops, equipment, and supplies directly from offshore ships to beaches or other rugged coastline without needing ports or infrastructure. The DUK was a robust amphibious vehicle with many innovative features, including a built-in sump pump and a central tire inflation system that allowed it to adapt to varied terrain. Now this was important because the DUK could use its low tire pressure to get off the beach, and then once it's on the road, it would inflate its tire pressure up, giving the amphibious vehicle the ability to be utilized as a standard truck, moving men and equipment off the beachhead. In its primary role as a cargo hauler, the DUKW really stood out. It was designed to haul 2,500 pounds of cargo or carry 25 troops at one time. This capability was vital for amphibious assaults. It allowed for swift and efficient movement of resources in situations where speed and adaptability were essential. Whether delivering ammunition or food to the front lines or evacuating the wounded, the DUKW's versatility proved indispensable in operations where traditional transport vehicles would have faltered. When you look at how successful the DUKW was and how vital it was to Allied operations, it's surprising that its development was almost canceled. With the outbreak of World War II, the War Department began funding the development of a wide variety of military equipment, including amphibious vehicles. American engineer Palmer Putnam was tasked with advancing amphibious research, and with experts like yacht designer Rod Stevens and others, collaborated with General Motors engineers to develop an amphibious truck. Basing their design on the available and reliable GMC Deuce-and-a-half 6x6 truck, they were able to build the DUKW in just 38 days. The amphibious vehicle they built was very capable, rugged, and more importantly, an outstanding maritime vessel. Despite this achievement, the vehicle faced skepticism from military leaders, delaying its adoption and jeopardizing the project. On the brink of cancellation, Putnam convinced the Army to allow one final demonstration off the North Atlantic coast. It was here, off the coast of New England, that during trials, a Coast Guard cutter happened to run aground during a storm, prompting Stevens and his team to deploy the DUK in a real-life rescue. Against all odds, the DUK navigated the treacherous surf and saved the stranded crew, proving its capabilities when traditional methods failed. The dramatic rescue garnered attention in Washington, including President Roosevelt, transforming the DUK's reputation and securing its role as a critical asset needed for amphibious warfare. The DUKW amphibious vehicle proved indispensable in World War II, debuting in Operation Husky during the invasion of Sicily, where it overcame treacherous conditions to deliver 300 tons of ammunition and vital equipment inland. Its most iconic use came during the D-Day invasion of Normandy, where 2,000 DUKWs transported troops and supplies directly from ships to shore, bypassing destroyed docks and fortified defenses to supply the critical beachhead. DUKWs were also instrumental in the Rhine River crossing of March of 1945, enabling Allied armies to advance into Germany while under fire. They also excelled in the Pacific Theater's island-hopping campaigns, navigating coral reefs and rough terrain to support Allied invasions like Saipan and Okinawa. Their near-seamless transition between the water and the land made them a vital asset across diverse theaters and operations. The DUKWs ensured a steady flow of resources to sustain Allied assaults. The success of the amphibious vehicle highlighted the importance of adaptability in warfare. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out.